Earlier today, I went shopping with my sister and I got some paints. I got a ruler. I didn't like the brown that I looked at before because I just didn't want it. So instead, I'm gonna try and make my own brown. Also, these are the brushes that I have so far. I don't really have to go and get a new set. I have a lot of duplicates, kind of. So we're gonna go through and see which ones are good, which ones are not, which ones I would like, and also the ones that are still covered in plastic are new. This is my watercolor pad. This is actually a fresh one. I had bought two. I think it was like buy one get one. I got it a while ago, but I only went through one of them and I had used that for all my Copic drawings even way back earlier in the year. The postcard ones I did, like the Kim Possible card and stuff, were just cut up. I would cut it up into fourths. And so now I'm actually going through my new pack as well. All taped up, not sure if I can do double-sided, but I'm gonna do double-sided anyways just to see. We'll try our luck. This is gonna be my workstation. It's just a cover of a 12 by 12 crafting paper, cardstock paper. I'm gonna put this over it. I'm about to sketch something really simple on one side and then just get used to the paint and the feel of it, and then hopefully get all four sides with something down. And in terms of what I will ink it with, that is the question, isn't it? Probably gonna use my Koh-i-Noor because that's the only waterproof thing I have. At this point, I kind of regret returning my microns because I thought I was gonna be a Copic only girl. And here I am using things that require waterproof, not alcohol proof ink. Funny how the world works, ain't it? This is the pencil sketch I have. I did it with my red Ticonderoga. This is the inked image. I'm not really sure if, what do you call this, kneaded eraser works on red. Honestly, oh, it does. It does. It erases a lot of it. It lifts up a lot. This erased beautifully. Oh my goodness. And right now we're going to use the Cotman, I was going to say Cantata, Cotman watercolor. So basically these are the student grade. I didn't know that. I've heard mixed reviews. I don't know. We'll try it for ourselves before I go and judge it. Things to note. This is not immediately waterproof. So I'm putting this down and I have to let it dry for a good amount of time, probably like hours or so before it can actually be waterproof. And I'm just like, dang. I really thought we had something here. What I'm realizing is that I should probably go get microns again. I have Faber-Castell. I could do ballpoint, but it's not rich like this black. I just kind of want something where you put it as fast drying and that I can just put right away. It's like one of those things my mom always says, "Pa kon vale on bagay." Like, I don't know the worth of something. Like, if I knew, I would have later, months later, maybe even weeks later. I don't know how long it's been since I returned my microns, but if I knew I would have needed it so quickly, I would have kept them. But I was like, I have my favorite Castells. Blah, blah, blah. And now here we are with this mess. So thus concludes this test. I really thought it would be great. And it was good. It was really good. I learned a lot. In terms of one, I don't actually have to use red. Oh, wow. Dang. I didn't even pay attention to that. If I were going to do something, I'd have to let it dry overnight. So probably like for tomorrow's painting, I'd have to draw it tonight and let it dry. That's one of the things I learned. Too, another thing I learned is that ooh, this is what it looks like straight from the tube. If I were to mix it on thing, it's kind of pretty. I like it. I think it's pretty. Anyways, that's one of the things I learned. Let the ink dry for a long number of time. 3, if you have supplies you don't think you need, don't be so quick to return them. There might be a day, unless you super hate them, right? If they're not useful for a purpose, you might find another use for them. So for example, I didn't like my deleter ink. I really hated that black ink, to be honest. That one was a fine return because I had Koh-i-Noor. It's a comparable solution, but my Pigma, my Faber-Castells are not a comparable replacement for microns. So that's something. Also, I finished them. Oh my goodness, this is atrocious. Oh my goodness, this is atrocious. I definitely have to get microns, not for the height, but for my patience. My patience is not at the level where I would just do things and wait days. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something called self-awareness. Know thyself. Y'all see, most of my mistakes come from me not wanting to wait for ink to dry. Let's not put myself in a situation where I'm gonna lose. So, knowing myself, right? Self-awareness, we're just gonna go back and get the microns because I can't be waiting forever. Because we know, I know, and you know, where I am today, I'm not gonna do it. Unless it was like something I do forward planning. This is, I don't even know what day it is. Day 56. Man. Be patient. I feel like all my lessons are patience. Patience, 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 patience. Man, we're just gonna end it right here. And this is day 56. And I might actually just go back and do some more sketching because even though the paint job wasn't that good, the line art wasn't something I was too happy with either. So I'm just like, dang, that's 0 for 2.